Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Minnesota State Park Hiking Club Trail Series. Today, we traveled to Anami, Minnesota to take the hiking club trail at Mille Kathio State Park. Mille Kathio was established in 1957, and its name shares an interesting similarity with Devil's Tower National Monument. Both are the result of translation errors. While Mille correctly translates to 1,000 lakes, Kathio has no actual meaning. The name is the product of a series of mistranslations of what the local Native American tribe originally called themselves. Despite its mistaken origins, the name endured, and the area continues to be known as Kathio today. The area has seen habitation for the last 9,000 years, with evidence of this habitation in over 30 identified archaeological sites, the oldest of which indicates the manufacture of copper tools during the Paleo period. By the 18th century, the Dakota people lived in the area. Built during this time of change, the Ojibwe people began moving in from the east, and the oral histories indicate there was a battle in the area that resulted in the Dakota people being expelled from the area by the Ojibwe people as a result of the battle, both themselves being pushed by the European colonization efforts that eventually led to the red and white pines being cut down by the logging craze that swept over the area. The Ojibwe people remained and still reside in the area today. The park is primarily forested by aspen, birch, maple, oak, and other northern hardwoods, with small stands of conifers mixed in amongst the wetlands that are common throughout the area. The wildlife that lives in them include hawks, ospreys, owls, and eagles. There are also beavers, raccoon, mink, and deer. Within the water can be found northern pike, walleye, bluegill, sunfish, and bass. Numerous amphibians can also be found within the small ponds and streams within the park. Several lakes reside within the park. Ogeechee, Shakopee, and Anami lakes are all connected by the Rum River on its way from Mille Lake to the Mississippi, a river anyone traveling north on 169 is quite familiar with, as you pass over it several times. Mille Kathio is in close proximity to Father Hennepin State Park, which is also on the south side of Mille Lake, but more to the east. Mille Kathio doesn't have a significant amount of presence on the lake itself, so if you're more interested in a park directly on Mille, then make the trip over to Father Hennepin. But the forested wildlife that defines the area is more contained within Mille Kathio. During the winter, the Trail Center serves as a warming house to help warm you up from those Minnesota winters. A New England native myself, I'm always interested when I hear of sledding hills, as I spent a great deal of my childhood winters sledding down any hill I could find. This park has a sledding hill more conveniently located next to the Trail Center, so you won't have far to go if you get cold from sledding. The hiking club trail starts from rather deep within the park and takes a small drive to get to the trailhead of. At 3.2 miles, it finds itself within the middle of the range on length compared to the other trails within the challenge. The trail is essentially a wide path through rolling hills with an elevation gain of about 150 feet throughout. There are heavy bugs at different times within the year, but I'd recommend making your way here in fall, as the bugs will be less intense and the trees will be in some stage of foliage, which, especially since this park is one with a fire tower, makes it especially scenic. The first section of the trail takes you into the woods, but only for a short time before you come out along the Rum River, where it pools up before heading south towards the Mississippi, a body of water called Ogeechee Lake. We took a moment here to look out over the area and listen to the birds announcing their presence. The trail then continues along the shores, but set back slightly so you can see the area through the trees, but not quite walk out to it. This section is incredibly beautiful in the fall foliage, with a nice wide trail that is spattered with fallen leaves, and the colorful leaves dancing within the sunbeams up above. Just before the trail pulls away from the lake area, it stops at an old historic site. This is a site where the Native Americans lived for a time. There are numerous informational boards detailing what they have gathered from the archaeological research in the area. The trail then dives once more into the woods, and it is a gorgeous hike through the woods. There are numerous areas with small clearings, and while the fall foliage is ablaze all around you, looking as beautiful as you'll find on any trail in the state park system. On your way out of the park, don't forget to stop at the Firetower. It's a wonderful vantage point, well worth the effort to climb and look out over the gorgeous trees and vista, not to even mention that you can see Mille Lake from the tower. I myself am a bit afraid of heights, or man-made heights as it would seem sometimes. I struggle or dread the climb up to the top of the Firetower, but it's always worth it for those amazing views. My favorite part of this hike is the site of the old Native American campsites. They truly picked the most amazing area to set up their homes. There's a gorgeous view out onto the wetland and watery area. Some of the signage referred to the reason they built their homes dug into the ground, so that they would stay warmer in the frigid months, which is why you can see the ground is slightly depressed in the area. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. If you'd like to see more like it, hit that subscribe button. And if you have any suggestions on which hiking challenge we should cover next, leave it down in the comments below.
I'm going down. Gotta get a picture of him this thing. Yes, get a picture of you showing the fear on the face.
No fear here.
The fear? No fear? Okay.
No fear.
Okay, maybe a little bit of fear.